Good day, God day to you. I hope you are having a good day so far. Um, just got done praying and really wanting to let God's Spirit lead and guide me through this morning video, and really whatever flows from out of me, may it be from God. But um, thinking about my morning and wanting to share, my routine, my thoughts, and maybe some encouragement, however it comes out. But um, first of all, it is March 18th. It's a good day. I just got done drinking some lemonberry tea, eating my kiwi, and taking my prenatal. So trying to get the energy up. But first and foremost, I hope you are having a good day. All right. And so far, I've gone from different resources. One being the gratitude app. It's always popping up a prompt for me to write about, and I actually engaged with it today. Like, I have this app on my phone, use it. Don't just let it sit there, because every day I see like little prompts, and it'll be like, write about this, write about that. So I actually did it today. So it was on the gratitude app. Also, I do my daily Bible plans, and one of the ones that I'm in is the Wealthy Woman Prosper, day 3. Also in another group plan, which is Exodus, God Rescues, and then last but not least, looking over the daily verse of the day. And then I also listen to podcasts, one being Renewing Your Mind podcast on Spotify, and also Erin Marie, the woman who is over the Wealthy Women Prosper daily Bible plan 3U version. She has a podcast about, I believe it's Bold, Wild, Free Women. So listen to that this morning and listen to some music. The music of choice was based on Victory, and yeah, it was good. But let's see, from the gratitude app, it told me to write about someone that I wanted to show gratitude to this week. And the first person that popped in my mind was my son, Keon Brown. And my heart lit up because he's so sweet, he's so kind, he's so gentle, he's so loving, and he's literally a boy me. He has my personality, but he has his dad's looks, and it's so cute to me. His eyes light up every time you see him. And yeah, I wrote, you are such a blessing to me. Thank you for choosing me to be your mommy. Life has not been perfect, but it's been full of purpose. I love you. Your smile, your laughter, your being. You brighten my mornings. You lift up my afternoons. You keep the spark in our home alive. Keep being who you are, son. And thank you for your encouragement, for seeing me as someone you want to be around. He often refers to me as a friend, and I'm like, my heart melts for you. So that was from the gratitude app, and it just felt good just saying that. And I like how the gratitude app just brings that thankfulness out of a person. Also, for some reason, Baby Brown to Be came to mind, and I just wrote out early morning wake up with Baby Brown to Be, the kicks, the movements, the wonder of who you are. I'm getting closer to meeting you. 3 months, you chose me to be your mommy. I will choose to mother you. I love you already. I haven't seen you, but I am imagining what you are, who you are, how you will be. You have a big brother, Keon, a big sister, Abby. They are amazing. He is something else. And I think I was trying to say, Your dad is something else. Perfect for you and your siblings. Get ready for us as we get ready for you. So I thought of my baby to be, don't know the gender, just want a healthy, happy, whole baby. And I can think and guess what I want it to be and how I think it'll be, but I just want the surprise of just baby coming out and I'm seeing its face and I'm just like in the joy of it all. I already got a boy and a girl, so it's gonna break the tie. And people keep saying twins. I didn't ask for that. And then Wealthy Woman Wealthy Woman Prosper Day 3. It talked about 4 different things: sacrifice, submission, surrender, and elevation. And for sacrifice, it was defined as like a challenge. So I put for my sacrifice, I said losing sleep to grow in purpose. Sleep is necessary, but also discovering my purpose. Sacrificing sleep for purpose, my aim or goals of life. So I put like a little arrow to the word sacrifice, and I said the challenge of discovering Kiana Marie Brown's purpose. So that would be my sacrifice is sleep. I feel like I do want to sleep. I want to get back in bed. I want to go back to sleep every morning, but I hear purpose calling me, and I'm like, I know I'm a mommy. So when the kids get up, it's like, hey, they're up. They want attention. They want time. They want love. They want what they want, and they want what they need. So not taking away from them and putting more time into my purpose earlier in the day so that I can have more time with them. Submission, and the way the app was defining the submission was pretty much giving it to God, right? Whatever challenge you may be facing, submitting it to God and letting God grasp hold of it and healing it, right? A lot of times there is a aim or goal we want to accomplish, but we have so much negativity that may have been poured over it. We have life's pains, trials, all this stuff that kind of buries the purpose, and we need God to take our purpose and clean it up and make it new again, make it fresh. So for me, I said, God, I give this challenge to you. You know what to do with it. I want to know my purpose here in the earth. I submit to you. I submit it to your will, your way, and your word. And then I put an arrow to submission, and I said surrendering the challenges to God, letting God hold it and healing it. And then submission and surrendering were like kind of tied together. And then last but not least, entering into the wealthy place God has for me. The challenge, which is my sacrifice, surrendered completely to God, allows God to take hold of it and heal it of anything unlike Him, which leads to my elevation into the wealthy place God has always had for me. So, again, Wealthy Women Prosper is so far great, and I love that I'm actually being intentional and diving into it and breaking it apart and eating on it and letting it become real, because I'm a wealthy woman and I'm walking in it. And it's a spiritual wealth. It's knowing that it's through God that I have everything that I need to do what I need to do here in the earth. And they did have some Bible verses attached to it. Philippians 3:17, John 3:16. I feel like I got a burp, guys. Excuse me. Luke 22:42, John 5:30, Hebrews 1 verses 3 through 4. So if you have time, pause video, take a dive into it. But those were the 4 or maybe 5 scriptures attached to that Bible verse. And then the group Bible plan, that I am currently in is Exodus God Rescues, day 7. And I wrote, when obedience leads to harder struggles. And pretty much Exodus, Moses trying to bring the people of Israel, the Israelites out of Egypt. And he faces the challenge of walking through the process of doing what God told him to do. And again, I put, when obedience leads to harder struggles, God reaffirms his promise of deliverance to Moses. Moses is in the process of the promise. It does not look like the promise. You know, Moses is doing what he's supposed to do. He's doing what God told him to do. He's saying what God told him to say through Aaron. And Pharaoh is retaliating. So we're in the part of Exodus where I believe chapter 5 verses 1 through 23, and then chapter 6 verses 1 through 13, where Pharaoh is like, oh, since you guys have all this time and y'all have all this energy to cry out to your God, I'm going to make this process of building brick harder. You're going to have to find your own straws. You're going to still have to complete your quota for each day. And when they can't meet the quota because now the resources have been taken away and they have to find their own resources, the taskmasters or the people over the people are getting beaten. The people are frustrated. They're like, hey, if this is what it's going to take for us to get out of this Egypt, we don't want it. This is too much. You said God was going to deliver us. Where's the deliverance? So again, the process does not look like the promise. And Moses does not understand, and it's okay. Yesterday, the Bible verse of the day was trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not to your own understanding. Moses was in that place of, from my understanding, they're not delivered. They're actually suffering more. They were better off before I came into the picture. But Moses has to trust God through the process. And I say it often, the process versus the promise is just different. You get this promise, you're excited, you're ready to go for it. But the process to the promise is night and day because there is a struggle that takes place. So that was the daily verse, not the daily verse, but the Bible plan for Exodus, God Rescues. Again, we're in day 7 for that. And then last but not least, the Bible verse of the day. It comes from 1 John 4:4. It says, you, dear children, are from God and have overcome them because the one who is in you is greater than the one in the world. And I put the battle for our heart, mind, and soul. That was the title. And if you dive into the YouVersion Bible app and you actually engage with the video of the day, it'll attach like the outline of that scripture. But it says, for me, I wrote, the battle for the inner man that leads to actions of the flesh that shape character of the purpose. So there's a battle for our heart, and the heart is our inner man. And once the inner man has been infiltrated or whatnot, it leads to action, which is our mind, and the shape of the character of the person is the soul. So I hear baby girl about to wake up, but pretty much the enemy of us, the spirit of this world, it's an enemy to God's living spirit. And the battle is for our heart, our mind, and our soul. So we literally have to understand that there's a battle taking place for us, but God's living spirit is greater than the spirit of the world. So that is that. Hi, big girl. Hey, baby. And I hope you have a good day.